So, I always knew that I was gonna make this video. I just didn't know quite when I was gonna make it. I wanted to maybe amass a better amount of subscribers, maybe get bigger as a channel first and then do it. But then I realized that if I don't make this video sooner rather than later, you guys won't really understand how I was able to turn my life around from the point I was at 2 to 3 years ago to the point I am now, working out almost every day, getting on my grind, all that kind of stuff. So I figured I might as well just get ahead of the game and just make this video right away because there's really nothing to lose. So if you guys read the title of the video, you probably already know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is something called NoFap. Now, a lot of you guys in the self-improvement space probably already know what this is. A lot of my friends probably know that I'm doing this, and I've been doing this for a while now. But for those of you that don't know what NoFap is, basically what it is abstaining from PMO, which is adult sites, masturbation, and orgasming. So, as crazy as this might sound, this practice alone will help you build a base for yourself in which you can layer more disciplinary activities on top of each other and overall just become a much more disciplined person. So the way I ended up hearing about NoFap is from a friend of mine who I actually met online, crazily enough, and he told me one day that if you stop fapping, you will have X, Y, and Z benefit. And of course, I thought it was completely insane. I figured there's no way this is true. This is ridiculous. That's what most guys' reaction is when they hear that NoFap is something that will help you in your life. They automatically perceive it as a threat because someone is telling them what to do and how to live their life. And of course, you never want to give anyone advice that didn't ask for it. But if you guys feel like you're not in the spot you want to be in, this is literally, probably bar none besides maybe working out, the best thing you can do for yourself. And it will bring you a certain level of perseverance and strength that you've probably not had since you were a child. A lot of people have this dramatic dip after their mid-teenage years. I know that it happened to me. After my maybe first year of high school, I dramatically lost a lot of confidence. And of course, this is probably because of puberty and hormones, but what comes with being a teenage boy? Fapping. So I think this is one of the main things that's restricting the modern day man and keeping him from being the most masculine version of himself. And it's not as much about the actual fapping part as it is watching adult sites that really messes up your dopamine receptors and ruins your ability to talk to girls for sure, because you have like a perverted sense of what girls should and shouldn't act like and how men should act towards girls. So that's definitely a big issue, is the adult side part of it. Your dopamine receptors kind of can't keep up with the amount of dopamine that's being flooded into your system and as a result turns down the levels of which your dopamine receptors react to the things around you, and that makes you overall less happy, of course, because dopamine is literally the happy drug, right? It's a naturally produced enzyme that tells your brain to be happy. Tells your brain, and then your brain tells your body, and you're happy. That's the feeling of happiness. But instead of resorting to these very instant gratification happiness methods, dopamine release methods, people should be more inclined to actually do things that will truly bring them happiness, such as accomplishing a big goal that they've had for themselves, anything of that nature. And there's way too much on this topic to cover all in one video, but I'm gonna focus more on like the basics in this video, and in the next NoFap video I'm gonna talk about like more of the benefits. So in olden times, men obviously didn't have access to adult sites and couldn't masturbate, so they were pretty much forced to go find a girl, and that's how the population progressed and got to where it is today, because men had the sexual drive to do what they had to do, accomplish what they needed to, find a suitable partner for themselves. And sexual energy is the most potent energy there is in our body and in the world. There's nothing more potent than sexual energy. So if you as a man can transmute that energy into the other tasks that you need to do throughout the day and into your life as a whole, you will become a version of yourself that you wouldn't be even believing would be possible. And not only that, you will feel like, because you are doing something that 99% of men refuse to do, you're becoming a more powerful and a more masculine man. It happened to me. It happened to all my friends that tried this too, and it will happen to you as well. So if you guys want more videos on NoFap, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, and I'm definitely going to make more because there's so much more to talk about with this subject, and it was one of the main vehicles for me to get where I was back then to where I am now. So just some food for thought. I'm putting you guys on game here. Listen to me or don't. It's up to you, of course. It's a free world. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this current video, but I'll definitely speak to you guys soon, and thanks for the continued support, guys. Adios.